Miguna Miguna has suddenly attacked William Ruto and said that William Ruto is making a lot of nonsense and ruling with a lot of nonsense in this country. That the William Ruto is coming up with rules and bills that are going to cause a lot of havoc. He attacked the Kenya Kwanza regime and argued that the finance bill is very, very inappropriate. But we have to realize, or Miguna Miguna has to realize, and remember what happened to him in Canada. 5 years is not a short time. Being away from people that you love, being away from your family members, being away from the soil that you are born in, being away from the land that you belong in. That is being away from Kenya and not being able to come. This thing happened due to what we call a political manifestations or political machinations of those in power. So another difficult thing that Miguna has not realized that is that he does not have any friends. And because he does not have any friends and those in power are not in enemies, he should not create enemies. Because if he dares to create enemies, these enemies are going to pounce on him as a lonely person that he is right now, because right now he does not have Raila's support or Ruto's friendship. He has the former government's enmity, and the regime in power is not really friends with him. So the best place that Miguna Miguna can put himself and benefit, if he is a wise man, is start criticizing the opposition with all the power of rhetoric. I am made to know that Miguna Miguna is very, very efficient, especially when it comes to this rhetoric, when it comes to arguing. The guy can argue like Socrates and Plato combined. That is what will help him right now. So what Miguna Miguna should do is, first of all, realize that starting to criticize the government will put him and his families in a very terrible position. We have to realize that people like Raila Odinga can do what they want because they know how to protect themselves. We saw very recently Raila's car getting 7 bullets, but Raila was not touched anywhere. This means that people like this, they know how to play with fire safely. But Miguna Miguna, as a small individual, as a small Kenyan, should try to play safe, especially when you realize that the government is made up of people who can make law and make it on their own whims. So this is something that must be really important. Also, Miguna Miguna forgot an important law of living. He has to really reason and also realize that sometimes it is not that we cannot reason, but we can reason beyond reason. Sometimes it is reasonable to criticize the wrong thing, but at other times we look at the consequences of doing such kind of things, what will happen to what you stand to lose, and you really embrace the law and the way of logic. Because if Miguna Miguna continues this kind of doing criticizing the government, what will happen is that he will be deported. And it's very simple to deport Miguna Miguna. They will just say upon investigation he has been accused of this and that criminal things, and it is very difficult for him to overturn it. Because also we have to realize that Kenya as a state, once Kenya calls someone a criminal, this person is a criminal. So whether the international community will not be looking for evidence, because it is not in its jurisdiction and place to do that. So Miguna Miguna should play wisely and avoid things that will only cost him more than what he stands to gain. Where he stands to gain right now is to join the government and vehemently oppose the opposition. Maybe in 2027 he will be able to be rewarded with a seat here and there. So this is just what is happening. So the lawyer must think beyond law and think about the tangible effects of actions, what he is doing will do to him. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.